Wow. I didn't know this was going to happen until fairly recently. And I asked Ron, do I have to make a speech? And he said, in no uncertain terms, no, you don't have to make a speech. There's no time for speeches. So I pressed on, and he allowed that I could take up to 3 minutes. I checked with Elise, and she had also been given 3 minutes, but she took 10. So that means I've got 30 seconds left. I'm truly honored to be the recipient, one of the recipients of the Legends Row, and I'm very touched by that. I'm very committed to Mississauga. As is always the case, though, behind an apparently successful man, there's a very determined woman. So I'd like to acknowledge my wife, Irene, to stand up and take a bow. And we have 3 children with 6 grandchildren who are represented here today by one of my daughters, Marg. Take a bow. It goes without saying that some of the accomplishments and contributions made had my involvement, but in all cases there were many other people involved. So I received this award as a representative of many other people whom I've had the pleasure to work with over some 40 odd years, or 50, or was it 60, or whatever. I can remember this, that the Credit Valley Hospital was just getting going when I first started working with Mississauga, and there was no city hall, there was no living arts center, there was no Pill Hill, and I can clearly remember the day that we initiated the first major GE project in Pill Hill, and Hazel McCallion came along to be involved in the inaugural launch ceremonies. And we had a couple of very fancy shovels made up, engraved and polished. I had one and Hazel had the other. And it was made very clear to us that when the ceremony was over, they wanted those shovels back. Well, they got my one, but we never did find Hazel's. Seriously, there's a lot of people here today who are here because, I think, because of their interest in being part of this ceremony, and I thank them all for coming. There are too many to introduce one at a time, but I see a row that's pretty well continuous over here. I think that's enough. Thank you very much for listening.